All right then. So now what we have to do is let's jump back to our app.jsx, the place where we have to bring the alert section. So either we can keep the alert section inside the app, or we can keep it inside the contact section. So where we have to bring the alert, so the place where we have to bring the alert is just I'm gonna keep it over here itself. So let's say it's the toast alert notification. So I'm gonna bring the alert. Okay, so let's make sure that is imported properly. Alert, it should comes from the alert. Where is that alert? Okay, so let's move into the alert right now. Okay, so what we have to do is, so basically for this alert needs to be displayed in a different look, right? In a different look for different statuses, like danger, success, and warning. For each and every status, we need to display it in a different colors. So for that, we have to create an object. So I'm just going to copy and paste that object over here. So status is the prop, and the message is the message we need to display it inside, right? So here I'm gonna bring, so for the success, the background color, I'm gonna use this, border color, I'm gonna use this, and the text color is this. For warning, these are the colors. For danger, these are the colors. So based on the status, what we are receiving it inside, and we are getting that from this object, and we are storing it inside the config informations, right? So now we can make the styles according to it. So here I'm gonna import that animate presence and the motion. So let me delete this motion. Don't do. Okay. So basically this division, it's going to be fixed on the top right corner. So use the dynamic string literals objects. Okay. So we need to bring it on the top right corner, right? So let's make it as a fixed position. So fix it. Then it should be in the top 12, then right 12, then px3, py3, rounded empty, border. Then we need to add the border color, right? So border, oh sorry, not config dot border color. Then width is going to be auto, and overflow it's going to be hidden, and backdrop blur it's going to be medium. So save the changes and let me enable the word wrap. Okay, we are getting a message, cannot read the properties of config. Okay, because the status is, we haven't sent the status from here, right? So let's apply the status, and let's apply the status success for the time being. So now you can see this top right corner over here, because this is the success status, and according to that success status only we are using this colors. So now this border color will not be null, it should have this primary color. So that's the reason we are getting that primary color at the top right corner, right? So then what we have to do is, inside this we need to display that message. So contact, and here in the message property I'm just going to say thanks for contacting me. Save it. So here I'm going to create a paragraph tag, and I'm going to display that message. So message, and this, it's going to use the class name dynamic string literals, and it's going to say $config dot text color. So now you should be able to see that thanks for contacting me message over there, right? So then we have to create an one more div class name. Of course, it's going to be an absolute, and the insert x it's going to be 0, and height it's going to be 1, and it always should be in the bottom. And pg it's going to be RGBA 255 255 255 0.5. Save the changes. Now you should be able to see a small white line over there, and I'm gonna create a motion div. So this motion div should cover that width completely. All right, so the background color is going to be config.pg color, and height of course it's going to be full, but the width should be animated. So what we are going to do is, just like the same way we animated for our skills, we're gonna do that animations over here, just like this. See, just like that. Initially the width is going to be 0, animate 100%, exit 0, duration is going to be 4 seconds, and delay is going to be 0.5 seconds. Okay, so now the colors, everything is done, and initially this should not come like this, right? So I'm going to change this. Initially the opacity it's going to be 0, and the X position it's going to be 50. Copy and paste it, animate it, make it 0, make it 1, and the exit animation. Save the changes, and now if I refresh it, when it's coming inside, you can see it's popping inside like that, right? Just like this. Okay, so now what we have to do is, let's add some transitions also. Duration 0.5. Oh, that's too slow. Nope, transition, without transition that looks good. Okay, so now we have our the alert completely, but the alert should be performed based on the states, right? Because we are hard coding the status and the message. So the status and the message needs to be dynamically updated. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create an different states now. Over here, use state alert, and it's going to be an object. So inside this is alert, by default it's going to be false. Then message for it, it's going to be empty string. Then status, it's going to be initially. Now save these changes. Okay, so here I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to wrap it with the animate presence, and I'm going to say if the alert.isAlert is true, then I'm going to display this alerts. Over here I'm going to send the alert.status, and this message it's going to be alert.message. Save these changes. Now you will not see that alert message. So if the field is empty, I need to throw an alert, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to send an alert message. So set alert, open it, and open this bracket. So is alert, it's going to be true. Then message, it's going to be required fields cannot be empty. Then status, it's going to be warning. Save these changes. Now if you try to hit the send option, you should be able to see that message with that color, and it should be removed with a certain time. So to do that, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say set interval, and over there we added 4 seconds for that the loading animations, right? For this loading animation. So I'm going to keep that same 4 seconds over here, and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it here, change this to false, bring back this message to empty, and this status to null. Empty spelling is wrong. Save these changes. So now if I click this, refresh it, click it, it's coming inside, and it will go back, right? It's working perfectly as it's supposed to be. So now I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it over here, true, and I'm going to send the messages. Thanks for contacting me, and this is going to be success. Save these changes and copy this, and I'm gonna send the error message over here. Error, and let's print that error message over here. Error dot message, and this is going to be danger. Save it. Now let's try it. Sample message, hit the send. Once this is successfully sent, right? Once this is successfully sent, and over here we need to set all the data to empty. So set data into first name, it's going to be empty. Last name, it's going to be empty. Email field, it's going to be an empty field, and the message, it's going to be an empty field. Save the changes. Now if I hit the send option, everything is cleared and the alert message is triggered and it's gone. And let's go here, and here we go. We have ourselves our new data. So it's stored successfully. So the contact container, it's working fine. So the next step that we are going to move on to our footer container. So that's what we are going to do next.